The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Some Pharisees approached Jesus, and to test him, they said, "Is it against the law for a man to divorce his wife on any pretext whatever?" He answered, "Have you not read that the Creator from the beginning made them male and female, and that He said, 'This is why a man must leave father and mother and cling to his wife, and the two become one body'? There are no longer two, therefore, but one body. So then, what God has united, man must not divide." The Gospel of the Lord. Please be seated. There are no longer two, therefore, but one body. When we look at Jelani and Bettina, how many are there? There are two persons. But according to today's Gospel, the Creator from the beginning made them male and female, and that He said, "This is why a man must leave father and mother and cling to his wife, and the two become one body." Today, Jelani is crying for his parents, brothers, sisters, because today he will be leaving his parents. It is not literally we need to leave the parents or brothers or sisters, but he feels today onwards, I will leave my parents, my brothers or sisters, so I will be with Bettina. And the same thing also Bettina will be also thinking, but she's not crying, but inside maybe. So God created male and female, and He blessed them. And He said, "Be multiply, be fruitful. Fill the earth," means subdue the earth, look after the earth, look after the family. So this is what we need to understand, God's love, God's mystery in our life. 1 + 1, 2. Everybody knows in the world, and be proved in maths. But in marriage, 1 + 1 is not becoming 2, 1 + 1 becoming 1. So this is what only God can do. Nobody can do this one. We have knowledge, wisdom, everything. We can prove everything. But 1 + 1, Jelani and Bettina, they are no more two, they are one. So this we need to understand. What does it mean? This means marriage is not a game. Marriage is not something else. Marriage is a covenant. Covenant means it is an agreement. Till the end of your life, you have to be faithful to each other. God made a covenant with the people. I will be your God, you will be my people. I will be faithful to you, you must be faithful to me. This is called covenant. But in today's world, many marriages are breaking down, which is not a good sign. But today, as you have come here, ask God's blessings, please. that you may be always united till the end of your life with love, unity, charity, faith. So this is what God created them. The purpose of creating human being is to know God first. Second thing, He created to love Him, serve Him, to glorify Him. So this is the purpose of God's creation. So once we know God, once we love God, serve God, we can also know our family, know our wife or husband or children. If we love God, we can love wife or husband or children or family. If we serve God, we can do the same thing. So this is what we need to understand God's creation. When you are working in an office, how many times you are transferred in your life? They never work in one place. In one office, sometimes they don't work in the same place, same job. There is a transfer. But in marriage, there is no transfer. Remember, there is no transfer in marriage. You cannot go to another place, you cannot go to another person, you cannot go to anywhere. There is no transfer in marriage. But in our office job, there is a transfer. But in marriage, there is no transfer. So this is what we need to understand. This is permanent. So there are two qualities of marriage: unity and indissolubility. Unity means only Jelani and Bettina, they have to be united till the end of their life. Indissolubility, again, they cannot be dissolved. If you put salt in water, what is happening? Sugar, what is happening? It is dissolved. So once you are going to marry today, once the consent is taking place, the blessing is taking place, you are united always. You cannot be dissolved. And be faithful always to each other. It is not easy today to be faithful in present world. So let us not be affected by the people, what is happening outside. God did not create 2 men or 3 women, or 3 women or 5 men. God created 1 man, 1 male and 1 female. What does it mean? This means God intended to live as husband and wife, as 1 man and 1 woman. So this is what still the Catholic Church is holding. God did not create to marry somebody else, means like animals, for example. But the human beings are changing the natural laws, the divine laws. We cannot change the divine laws, natural law. So that is what 1 man, 1 woman. That is called unity. And God Himself is going to bless you, as He has blessed in the very beginning of creation story. From today onwards, He is going to bless you, and you are no more 2, but you are 1 in heart, mind, soul, in prayers, and in all your works. Try to be united always. No parents are perfect. No brothers are perfect. No sisters are perfect. No wives are perfect. No husbands are perfect. Only God is perfect. Even if something is happening, bad things, I don't wish, but forgive each other. This is very important. Understand, forgive, show your mercy, compassion when there is imperfection, when there is problem, when there is misunderstanding. So try to understand God's forgiveness. Jesus forgave his enemies from the cross. Father, forgive them, they do not know what they are doing, he said. This is the highest love of Jesus, highest love of God for the humankind, for the enemies. Sometimes Bettina may make some mistakes. You have to forgive. You can pray like Jesus, Father, forgive her. She doesn't know what she's doing. Or when Jalani is doing some mistakes or something, you have to pray to God. Father, forgive Jalani. He doesn't know what he's doing. Then only God can raise us up. Because of that, God raised Jesus from the death. The new teaching of Jesus is to forgive our enemies, to pray for the persecutors, to pray for the abusers, to show one cheek when somebody is slapping another cheek. So in the family life, all these things will take place. Exploitation will take place, injustice will take place, unfaithfulness will take place, all these things will take place. But please don't go in that way. Even if something is taking place by mistake, please forgive each other and be united always. It is your life, not somebody's life. And always try to accept your own failures, shortcomings. To build up a family life is not so easy. One thing always you have to remember, you have to always pray. The family prays together, they stay together. Your money will not save the family. Your wealth will not save your family. But once you pray to God, the family will stay together. The family prays together, they stay together. So this is what we need to get power and strength from God always in our life. And you must be exemplary life to the children, to others. If parents are not good, children will not be good. So you have to teach good values, good things. The faith we have received, we need to impart to our children. Today, very specially, let us pray for Jalani and Bettina. May the good Lord bless them abundantly and be with them always in their journey of faith and protect them always from all dangers, not only protecting from coronavirus. There will be more than coronavirus in their life in the future, because leading a family life is not easy. I know, everybody we are witnessing. So only God can save us. Nobody can save us. May the good Lord continue to bless us, and very specially bless Jalani and Bettina in this moment.